Welcome back to Deja Vu Chronicles, the channel where we delve into the annals of history to explore pivotal moments and the profound lessons they impart. Today, fasten your seatbelts as we take a deep dive into one of the most transformative periods of the 20th century, the Great Depression. By the end of this episode, you'll not only understand the nuances of this historical era, but also grasp the invaluable lessons that echo through time. The Great Depression, which spanned from 1929 to 1939, was a time of unparalleled economic hardship that gripped not just the United States, but reverberated globally. It all began with the infamous stock market crash of 1929, a moment etched in history when the value of stocks plummeted, leading to a domino effect of bank failures, business closures, and mass unemployment. Now, let's dissect the lessons learned from this period of adversity, lessons that have shaped the world we live in today. Imagine the Roaring Twenties, a time of glitz and glamour, jazz music and newfound prosperity. It was an era of economic boom and excess, with the stock market soaring to unprecedented heights. People were reveling in the newfound wealth and seemingly endless opportunities. But beneath the surface, there was a dangerous undercurrent of speculation and overconfidence. Investors were trading with borrowed money, a practice known as buying on margin, believing that the stock market could only go up. Then came that fateful day in October 1929. It started with Black Thursday, a day when the stock market experienced a sudden, sharp decline. Investors, once confident in their wealth, began to panic. The panic intensified, leading to Black Monday and Black Tuesday. On Black Tuesday, October 29, 1929, the stock market collapsed. Billions of dollars in wealth evaporated, and the economic foundation that seemed so stable crumbled beneath the weight of panic and fear. The aftermath was devastating. Banks failed, wiping out the savings of millions. Businesses shuttered their doors, unable to weather the storm. Unemployment skyrocketed, and ordinary families found themselves struggling to make ends meet. The Great Depression had begun. What started as a stock market crash had far-reaching consequences, affecting every aspect of people's lives and reshaping the economic landscape for years to come. Now let's dissect the lessons learned from this period of adversity. Lessons that have shaped the world we live in today. 1. Financial struggles. Fostered frugality. During the Great Depression, families faced immense financial challenges. Jobs were scarce, and incomes were meager. In such dire circumstances, people had no choice but to tighten their belts and cut unnecessary expenses. This frugality became a way of life, teaching individuals the importance of prudence in financial matters. Living within limited means, with little to no disposable income, people had to learn to live within the limited means available to them. Luxuries became unaffordable, and families had to prioritize necessities. This shift in mindset emphasized the value of contentment and the ability to find happiness in simpler things rather than material possessions. Emergency funds became essential. The unpredictability of the times highlighted the need for emergency funds. Families learned that having a financial safety net was crucial to weather unexpected storms. Even small amounts saved regularly could make a significant difference during emergencies, providing a sense of security in turbulent times. Long-term planning and delayed gratification. The Great Depression taught individuals the value of long-term planning and delayed gratification. Instead of instant indulgence, people started saving for future goals, whether it was buying a home, funding education, or preparing for retirement. This shift in perspective laid the foundation for a more secure financial future. Financial education and literacy. The hardships of the Great Depression underscored the importance of financial education. People became more informed about managing money, making wise investments, and avoiding risky financial ventures. Financial literacy became a tool for empowerment, allowing individuals to make sound financial decisions for themselves and their families. 2. Resilience and adaptability. The Great Depression was an era defined by scarcity and struggle. During this period, people faced unparalleled challenges, forcing them to think outside the box and find innovative solutions to everyday problems. Out of these hardships emerged a valuable lesson in resourcefulness and adaptability, making the most of limited resources. With resources in short supply, people had to learn to make the most out of what they had. Clothes were patched and repurposed, and household items were repaired rather than replaced. This culture of resourcefulness emphasized the value of every item and taught individuals to waste nothing. Growing your own food. One of the most significant displays of resourcefulness was the widespread adoption of home gardening. Families, unable to afford groceries, turned to gardening to supplement their meals. This newfound skill not only provided sustenance, but also empowered individuals to be self-sufficient. DIY and handmade crafts. During the Great Depression, do-it-yourself, DIY culture thrived. People learned to create household items, clothing, and toys from scratch. Handmade crafts became a way to save money, and this crafty resourcefulness allowed families to maintain a sense of normalcy amidst economic chaos. Adapting to new skills and trades. With traditional jobs in decline, individuals adapted by learning new skills and trades. Vocational training and apprenticeships became essential pathways to employment. This adaptability not only secured jobs during the Depression, but also created a more diverse and skilled workforce. The rise of barter and trade. Cash was scarce, leading to the rise of barter and trade systems. People exchanged goods and services directly, fostering a sense of community and cooperation. This practice not only met immediate needs, but also emphasized the importance of building mutually beneficial relationships. 3. Community and family support. The Great Depression was a period marked by economic turmoil and widespread hardship. In the face of adversity, people turned to their families and communities for support, teaching us enduring lessons about the strength found in unity and solidarity, mutual assistance and resource sharing. During the Great Depression, families and neighbors came together to share resources. Whether it was food, clothing, or shelter, communities established networks of mutual assistance. This practice not only helped individuals survive, but also fostered a sense of belonging and camaraderie. Community soup kitchens and food drives. Communities organized soup kitchens and food drives to ensure that no one went hungry. These initiatives were often run by volunteers and provided hot meals to those in need. The sense of community involvement and compassion became a hallmark of this era. Extended families providing support. Extended families often lived together or in close proximity, offering emotional and financial support to one another. This mutual aid system provided a safety net, ensuring that even in dire circumstances, families remained resilient. Neighborhood solidarity. Neighbors looked out for one another, checking on the elderly and vulnerable members of the community. Acts of kindness and solidarity became a lifeline, reminding everyone that they were not alone in their struggles. Strengthening social bonds. The challenges of the Great Depression strengthened social bonds within communities. People learned the importance of empathy and compassion, leading to a greater sense of unity that persisted even after the difficult times had passed. For work ethic and perseverance. The Great Depression was a period of profound adversity. Jobs were scarce, and economic uncertainty loomed over every household. In the face of such hardships, the virtues of hard work and perseverance emerged as guiding beacons, teaching us enduring lessons about determination and tenacity. Enduring hardships with dignity. Despite the scarcity of jobs and financial instability, individuals displayed remarkable dignity and resilience. They embraced any available work, no matter how menial, and approached each task with dedication. This commitment to enduring hardships with grace became a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Multiple jobs and long hours. During the Great Depression, many people took on multiple jobs to make ends meet. Long hours of labor were a common sight. This unparalleled work ethic demonstrated the unwavering determination to provide for their families and preserve their livelihoods. Perseverance in the face of rejection. Job opportunities were scarce and rejection was a common experience. However, individuals persisted in their job searches, learning to cope with rejection and turn setbacks into opportunities. This resilience in the face of adversity became a defining trait. Skill development and adaptability. To secure employment, individuals learned new skills and adapted to changing job markets. Vocational training and acquiring diverse skill sets became crucial strategies. This adaptability not only opened doors to employment, but also showcased the importance of continuous learning. Building a better future. Despite the challenges, people persevered with a vision for a better future. The belief in the possibility of a brighter tomorrow fueled their determination. Families saved, children pursued education, and individuals worked tirelessly, all with the hope of creating a more prosperous life. 5. Environmental conservation. The Great Depression was a time of scarcity and struggle, but amidst the hardships emerged a newfound respect for our environment. People, facing limited resources, learned the vital lesson that environmental conservation was not just a luxury, but a necessity. Thriftiness and resourcefulness. With resources in short supply, people became incredibly resourceful. They learned to repair, reuse, and repurpose items instead of discarding them. This culture of thriftiness not only reduced waste, but also instilled a sense of responsibility towards the environment. Sustainable living practices. During the Great Depression, families embraced sustainable living practices. Home gardens flourished, reducing the need for transportation of produce. People learned to conserve water, electricity, and other resources, realizing the importance of sustainable consumption for a greener future. Valuing nature's resources. In their struggle for survival, people began to deeply value nature's resources. Forests, water bodies, and fertile land were recognized as precious assets essential for their livelihoods. This newfound appreciation laid the foundation for future environmental conservation efforts. Conservation as community effort. Communities came together for environmental conservation efforts. Reforestation projects, cleanup campaigns, and community gardens became widespread. These initiatives not only improved the environment, but also fostered a sense of community pride and unity. Building a sustainable future. The lessons from the Great Depression inspired a generation to build a sustainable future. Environmental stewardship became a core value, influencing policies and practices. This mindset shift laid the groundwork for the modern environmental movement, emphasizing the importance of preserving our planet for future generations. 6. Empathy and compassion. The Great Depression was a time of immense economic struggle, but it was also a period that showcased the remarkable capacity for empathy and compassion. In the face of adversity, people reached out to one another, reminding us all of the enduring power of human kindness. Mutual support in communities. During the Great Depression, communities became pillars of support. Neighbors helped neighbors, sharing resources and offering a helping hand to those in need. This mutual support not only provided material aid, but also created a sense of belonging and unity. Soup kitchens and community meals. Soup kitchens and community meals became symbols of empathy. Volunteers worked tirelessly to provide hot meals to the hungry. These acts of generosity not only nourished bodies, but also warmed hearts, fostering a sense of compassion in difficult times. Empathy for the unemployed. People empathized with the plight of the unemployed. Jobless individuals were not met with judgment, but rather with understanding and support. Communities rallied to create employment opportunities and provide emotional support, emphasizing the importance of empathy in times of crisis. Acts of kindness and charity. Acts of kindness and charity were widespread. Strangers helped strangers, and charitable organizations worked tirelessly to provide aid. The spirit of giving, even when resources were limited, showcased the boundless potential for compassion in the human heart. Fostering a culture of empathy. The Great Depression fostered a lasting culture of empathy. People learned to understand the struggles of others and actively seek ways to alleviate suffering. This culture of empathy became an enduring legacy, inspiring future generations to practice compassion in their daily lives. Here is a quick recap of the free game we've bestowed upon you today. 1. Financial prudence, savings, and frugality. People learned the importance of saving money and living within their means. Frugality became a way of life, with families making the most out of limited resources. 2. Resilience and adaptability, resourcefulness. Individuals became resourceful, learning to repair and reuse items instead of buying new ones. Adaptability. People learned to adapt to changing circumstances, finding new skills and trades to secure employment or income. 3. Community and family support. Communities came together to support one another, sharing resources, helping neighbors, and relying on community networks became essential for survival. Family unity. Families became closer and more supportive, relying on each other for emotional and financial support. 4. Work ethic and perseverance. The value of hard work and persistence became ingrained. Many individuals worked multiple jobs, endured challenging conditions, and demonstrated resilience in the face of adversity. Investing in education and acquiring valuable skills became a priority. 5. Environmental conservation. The scarcity of resources during the Great Depression led to a greater emphasis on conservation. Thriftiness extended to conserving energy, water, and other resources. 6. Empathy and compassion. Empathy for others. The experience of hardship fostered empathy and compassion for others facing similar struggles. Many individuals became more aware of social inequalities and worked towards creating a more just society. And there you have it, folks. The Great Depression, a harrowing chapter in history that not only tested humanity's resilience, but also provided invaluable lessons that continue to guide us today. As we bid adieu, remember, history isn't just a collection of stories. It's a treasure trove of wisdom that illuminates our path forward. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Deja Vu Chronicles. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing journeys through time. Until next time, keep exploring the echoes of the past, for therein lie the keys to our future.